welcome back to my channel for another video. I am filming this while I'm really tired, so if I look tired, that's why. I'm actually not that tired, I don't feel tired, but my body feels worn out, but I think it's because I overworked myself this Christmas holiday. Love myself for that. I'm also still ill, so that's another reason. But I'm here with another video and I'm not going to let my illness or any tiredness get in the way. I am doing another one kind of looking back at 2018, but it's kind of not looking back at things that have happened for me because I've done that. I am looking back at top 10 movies and TV shows that I watched during 2018, which means I'm not talking about stuff that might have come out this year, last year even. It's more talking about stuff that I watched in the year. So some of the stuff is actually going to be things that came out years ago that I only started watching in 2018. And the same thing about songs, like top 10 songs that I listened to in 2018. Again, not all of them came out last year. I think quite a few of them, I've written them down on a piece of paper, and quite a few of them actually did come out last year, but some of them are songs that are actually quite old. But I fell in love with them either again in 2018 or actually heard them for the first time in 2018. So before we get into the video, I just wanted to remind that in the description is my social media, so please follow me on there. Please also subscribe to this channel. I've got so far at the moment 161 subscribers. Would love to make it to 170 before my birthday. Yeah, by the time you see this, it's the week before my birthday, so I don't think we're going to make 170 by then, but hopefully it would be good to. Otherwise, I'd love to make it 170 by end of January if possible. Fingers crossed we can. What else to say? Also subscribe to my vlog channel, the link is in the description. I am vlogging a lot, especially when I'm back at uni. I'm going to try my hardest to vlog a lot. Who knows what will happen. So let's stop with the rambling and just get into the video. So I'm going to start with my top 10 shows / movies that I've watched in 2018. Some of them actually did come out last year, so again, yeah, that you can see that. But some of them also came out a good few years ago. One thing, you probably heard me mention them in my top 10 TV shows, top 10 movies. I probably mentioned it. Some of them have been mentioned before, so yeah. So these are not any random order. It's not what I think is top. Number one is not the top one for me. They're just 10 of my favourites, if that makes sense. I told you I'm not making any sense. Oops. So number one is To All the Boys I Loved Before, which was a Netflix film that came out last year, and I fell in love with it as soon as I watched it. It's such a good story, such a heartwarming story, and I just love those like teenage love stories. It's ridiculous. It's a little ridiculous story. It's just a complete high school teenage love story. Like, you know, you get everywhere, but I love it. So this one. The next one is Gilmore Girls. This came out on TV before even on Netflix a long time ago, but I only started watching it properly in the summer of 2018, and I fell in love with it from the moment I watched it. I just loved the story of Rory and Lorelai, and just loved the story of like Rory falling in love, having a first love and all this. It was very interesting to watch, and I literally can't wait to get my Netflix back so I can continue watching it. Another one is 13 Reasons Why Season 2. I know this is very controversial in the world, that a lot of people don't like it and then some people love it, and there's the story, everything all controversial. I personally love the story. I love watching it. I'm not saying I find it a happy topic, it really isn't, but I do love watching the show, and I love seeing something that feels so real compared to some things I watch. Obviously it's more like fiction. This is a fictional story, but it's a lot of stuff based on reality, which I like. Another thing is Friday Night Dinner. I put this on because it came on Netflix, and one of the guys in it is in The Inbetweeners, which I have loved since I was in secondary school, so for such a long time. And I was like, why not watch it? So I watched it and fell in love with it. I just found it so funny. It literally just made me cheer myself up in the summer. I watched it twice. I've watched it 3 times through now, and I'm obsessed with it, and I loved it. So another film is The Kissing Booth, which came out in sometime last year again on Netflix, and I just love the story. I love the story of how it's her best friend's brother that she falls in love with, and she has to hide it from her best friend. And I just think it's interesting to see how things go and how people do get so overprotective of the fact that like their best friend is dating their brother. So interesting. Another thing, this I became obsessed with. Thanks to my housemates. I never watched it. Like I'd obviously heard about it, but I never sat down and made the effort to watch it. And that's RuPaul's Drag Race. Can't speak. RuPaul's Drag Race is very interesting. I didn't think I would like it. Like when it comes to reality competition shows, like Big Brother, Love Island, like stuff like that, I do love. I could sit and watch, but I'm not a big fan of it. What I love about RuPaul's Drag Race, I think, is because you see people, and this is like people who are obviously men and they're being dressing up as women, and I think it's so great to see people being themselves, and like I just love it. And I see them with their makeup, I'm like, I can't even do my makeup that good. I'm like, I hate it. I'm joking, I love it. I've only seen season 5, and I fell in love with Adore Delano and Jocelyn Fox, two of my favourite girls from the show, and I literally love them so much. So yeah, the next one is Bad Mums. I watched this in the summer, just before I came back to uni, and I fell in love with it. I just loved the comedy, loved the story, loved it all. The other one is F the Prom. It has Madeleine Petsch from Riverdale and Danielle Campbell in it, and I just love the story again. I love, it's another teenage drama, and I love it. I don't know what it is for me. I'm nearly 23 and I love all the teenage dramas still, so they're not going to really, I feel like in a while they're not going to be the ones I get bored of. So this one I had to put in it. It is one of films if I had to say the most #1 film that came out last year, and it would have to be Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again was like, I was obsessed with. I saw it 3 times in cinema, and I would happily see it again. I can't wait to get the DVD. I'm getting a DVD for my mum for late Christmas present because she really wanted it, and it's really, really annoying because I still won't get to see it on DVD until I come home next time, because I'm going to have to watch it online because I ain't buying 2 DVDs because there's no point. So yeah, I love the story. And the last one I didn't think I was going to like because I haven't watched the other 2. It's Johnny English Strikes Again. My friends went to the cinema and they invited me, and I was like, why not just go? Went to watch it, had no clue what to expect because I hadn't watched the other 2, and actually fell in love with it. I found it so funny. I actually again saw that one twice in the cinema, so that was it's a good film, very funny, and if you love Rowan Atkinson, then it's so much fun to watch. Because I didn't expect to, because I'd never seen Rowan Atkinson actually speak, because I only saw him in Mr. Bean, so obviously he doesn't do normal talking, and then I was like, he actually talks normally in this film, but it's funny and I love it. We are now moving on to my top 10 songs. Looking at this, there's a lot of mixture from pop songs to songs from musicals. I don't know if you remember, I did a musical Theatre Tag, and it actually proves that I'm obsessed with musicals. So again, this is not in any order of which is my favourite and which is my least favourite. It is literally just 10 songs I've loved over the last year. Not saying that they are like the best songs. I had trouble trying to think of them, but these are like my favourite ones. They're not all from 2018, some of them are actually out later. But so #1 is Have It All by Jason Mraz. This is going to sound like really bad, but this is my 2018 favourites because I only heard them in December. I heard it for the first time ever in my panto at the Harlequin what was it? It only ended 2 days ago. I've already forgotten the show, Snow White, and I had the song Have It All from Jason Mraz, and it was so good. I listened to it as soon as I got home, first time watching it, and I fell in love with the song, and I listened to it like pretty much every day for the whole of December. So that's why I put it in there. I love the song, and it's just I think it's a very like sweet song and just casual song. Next one is One of the Drunks from Panic at the Disco's new album, latest album. It's such a good song. I just love it. I think for me it reminds me of me because it's like I'm always drunk. Being drunk a lot in 2018, so I thought it just fits perfectly, and I just love the song. So, and I love Panic at the Disco. I knew one of their songs had to be part of this list because Panic at the Disco are like my #1 go-to. Like if I had to choose, if I could only listen to someone like artist forever, it would be Panic at the Disco. Next one is Always Remember Us This Way by Lady Gaga from The Star Is Born. I still haven't seen that movie. Need to watch it. Gonna wait till it comes out on DVD, I think, and just buy the DVD. But my housemate loves the soundtrack, and he put this song on for the first time for me to hear. and I fell in love with it. I definitely fell in love with it a lot more when me and the guy I was seeing broke up, because it's kind of a love song, and it's saying about how you remember them a certain way no matter what happened. And in my eyes, what I took from it, and I will always remember it's because things didn't end well with me and that guy. We ended well, the fact that we become best friends, which has nothing to do with this whole video. But yeah, the end of the relationship was ended because of other reasons. But this song just hits my heart, and I love it so much. And I just love the song, the words behind it. And the next one is The Other Side from The Greatest Showman. I know there's some other great songs from The Greatest Showman, like This Is Me and The Greatest Show and Never Enough and Tightrope and all those other ones. But I think I love The Other Side mainly because Zac Efron, come on, and Hugh Jackman just singing together. I loved it. Like, I did love Rewrite the Stars, and that was going to be on there instead, but I prefer The Other Side, so had to put that one there. Next one is Superficial Love by by Ruth B. Ruth B is, I've heard like so many of her songs recently. I've fallen in love with all of them. I especially love this one, but I just find it like, I love the song. It's pretty much her saying that she wants to be someone's princess and number one, and if she's not gonna be that number one, then she doesn't want it. And I think that's what I'm looking. If I'm looking for, I'm not looking for a relationship right now. I am genuinely looking just to be happy, seeing what I am. But if I am looking for a guy, I want someone to make me pretty much be their princess, and I'm the only one they want. I know that's it, and I'm their number one. That's really what I want. Next one is Mixed Signals, again by Ruth B. Ruth, I told you I love her songs, and this song is really great because, again, when I heard this song was around the time that me and that guy were breaking up, and he was giving me so many mixed signals. There was times when he wanted me and times when he didn't, and it was very confusing. So, it's a song kind of hit me hard, and then ever since then I've been obsessed with it. So, another one is a very old song. It was a James Bond theme tune as well. It's by Paul McCartney. It's Live and Let Die. I've loved the song for years, but in 2018 I listened to it quite a lot, and I do love it. Like, I just love the song and love the words. Next one is Hailey Steinfeld, capital letters by Hailey Steinfeld. It's the 50 Shades Freed, one of the songs from there. If you have seen that, it's the bit in their wedding. They have that. That's the song that's played at their wedding, like the dance. It is such a good song. I just love it. I love Hailey Steinfeld's voice. I love literally all of her songs. But yeah, it's like one of my favourites. Another one is Apex Predator from the Mean Girls the Musical soundtrack. I had an audition for Masters back in like October. And when I auditioned, I used that song. I love it so much. It's one of my favourites, and I can't help but listen to it all the time. Excuse me. The last one is, I can't read my writing, How Long by Charlie Puth. I don't know what year this song came out, but I fell in love with it when someone in Masters last year in the competition, I think it was Swansea, the University of Swansea, did this song, and I just fell in love with the song after that, and it's literally like been one I've played so many times. So that was my top 10 songs of 2018, of what I listened to in 2018. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a huge thumbs up. Please subscribe down below and comment down below maybe your favourite movies or TV shows you watched in 2018, or maybe your favourite songs in 2018. Up to you. And I will see you again next Sunday with another video.